Welcome to the town of Sleepy Hollow, a little Dutch farming community in New York. Time period, 1800. At this time, please silence your cell phones, or the Headless Horseman might pay you a visit. Please sit back, don't be too relaxed, and enjoy HALE's production of The Legend of Sleepy Hollow.
When the owl hoots,
and the crow roots,
and the rain is cold and dark.
Beware, beware, beware.
Beware the galloping hooves.
Beware the dragon night.
When the headless horseman rides,
You'll probably die of fright.
the sun will soon be up. Soon.
Best get back to the bridge. Tomorrow's another night.
Beware the galloping hooves.
Beware the dragon night.
When the headless horseman rides,
You'll probably die of fright.
Sleepy Hollow, Sleepy Hollow. Every time I come back here, I ask myself why. I mean, it isn't a requirement that I visit my dear widowed sister and her lovely daughter Katrina every year. I do it out of the kindness of my heart. What are relatives for? Oh, I hope I don't hear any ghosts, phantoms, or specters, things that go bump in the night. One never knows in Sleepy Hollow. The place is positively alive with ghost stories. Some say Sleepy Hollow is under the sway of some witching power. Who ever heard of such rubbish? Still, you can never be too sure.
beware, beware, beware. Beware the galloping hooves.
Beware the cries in the night.
When the headless horseman rides,
You'll probably die of fright.
I'm sorry to hear that your sister from Rhode Island has come to visit you and Katrina.
I'm sure you don't mean it the way it sounds, Farmer Stuyvesant.
Yeah, I do. Her visits upsets our plans for the new schoolmaster.
Good morning, Farmer Stuyvesant. Good morning, Mrs. Van Tassel.
Morning, ladies.
Widow Van Dorn, Miss Van Hudson.
We're so anxious to meet the new schoolmaster.
What's he like? I wonder.
We'll know soon enough. The coach from Yonkers should be here any minute.
His name is Blaine, isn't it? Ignacio Blaine, from Connecticut.
His name is Crane, Ichabod Crane, from Massachusetts.
Massachusetts always exports the best teachers. If you recall, Mr. Withers, our last schoolmaster, was from Massachusetts.
I ain't forgot. Ron Bones and some of the Sleepy Hollow boys drove him away with their mischief. Bones is a wild fellow.
I prefer to think that Bones is high-spirited.
Call it what you will. He needs a good thrashing.
He was never disciplined as a boy. Spare the rod and spoil the child.
Too late now. His father was the same way.
Like father, like son.
The sooner Bones finds himself a good wife and settles down on a good farm, the better it will be for Sleepy Hollow.
I'm afraid we have a slight problem with the new schoolmaster.
Problem?
The town council was going to board the schoolmaster at the Van Tassel farm.
Yes, we know.
Unfortunately, Mrs. Van Tassel's sister from Rhode Island has come to visit.
A long visit.
There isn't room for Ichabod Crane. unless we let him sleep in the barn.
Our schoolmaster's sleeping in a barn? Oh no.
That would never do.
We'd be the laughingstock of the countryside.
I wasn't expecting her. She didn't write. She just showed up. I opened the kitchen door, and there she was, like a cat, waiting for a dish of cream.
I met your sister last year, I believe.
A pleasant enough woman, if a little silly.
To our country eyes, perhaps.
Never mind if the woman is silly or she ain't. What are we to do with Ichabod Crane? Where is he to call home?
It is a problem.
I have a large empty house. He'd be more than welcome.
Yeah, good. Then it's settled.
Unhappily for Mr. Crane, I'm a terrible cook. Everyone in Sleepy Hollow knows that. It doesn't matter for myself. I eat very little. Everyone knows I have the appetite of a baby sparrow. But the schoolmaster will expect decent meals.
That'll be no problem. 1 week he can eat with one family and the next with another.
Yeah, good. I'll inform the town council. The schoolmaster will live at the Widow Van Dorn's, but he'll get his meals elsewhere.
Splendid!
Let's see about the coach ride from Yonkers. It's usually on time.
Except when it ain't.
There's even some that say my cooking killed my husband.
Yeah, is that so?
Don't know why you deny it, Katrina.
Everyone knows you're going to marry Brom Bones.
Then everyone knows more than I do, Greta.
You like him, don't you?
Maybe, maybe not.
Everyone knows he likes you something special.
That's not surprising, Greta. After all, everyone knows I have the prettiest foot and ankle in the countryside. Anyway, he hasn't asked me to marry him straight out. He sort of hints like a mouse nibbling at a bit of cheese.
Boys are shy about things like that.
Bones isn't shy about anything. Bones is as bold as they come, especially where I'm concerned. Besides, what girl likes to be taken for granted?
What does that matter? He's the handsomest boy in these parts.
It's so strong. Oh my goodness.
If you girls think Bones is so wonderful, why don't you marry him?
You know why.
He only has eyes for you.
I like a boy to be a gentleman, to have fine manners. I like someone who can carry on a decent conversation.
About what?
It doesn't matter about what. All the boys in Sleepy Hollow are lumps.
I wish a lump would ask me to marry him. I wouldn't mind being married to a lump. Mr. and Mrs. Van Lump.
I feel the same way. I'm almost 17, practically an old maid.
What is to become of us?
You're just being foolish.
Now your day's complete, girls. I'm here.
Brom Bones himself.
Hello, Bones.
Oh, look, I think I see a whippoorwill. Whippoorwill, whippoorwill, whippoorwill.
Don't be an idiot, Katrina. You can't see a whippoorwill in the daytime.
Perhaps it's only a blackbird fluttering and chirping.
Brom Bones picked a heavy rock out of the stream and held it high over his head for almost 5 minutes. Anyone would have thought it was a head of cabbage.
What Yo says is true. I won't deny it.
And when Bones got tired of that, he threw the rock 100 feet easy. That rock shook the earth when it landed.
The muscles in my arms have never been stronger. Made of iron. Don't be shy, girls. See for yourself.
Ooh.
What about you, Katrina? Don't you want to see how strong Bones has become?
We have an ox on our farm that's much stronger than Bones, but he doesn't brag about it.
Are you calling me a braggart, Katrina?
If the shoe fits, Abraham.
Don't call me Abraham.
Why not? It's your real name, isn't it?
You must be the most exasperating female person in Sleepy Hollow.
In that case, I don't know why you're here.
I'm here because I'm inviting you to a horse race. I'm racing my horse Daredevil against some of the best horses in the county.
I'm busy.
But the horse race isn't until next week.
I'm busy all next week.
Doing what?
I'll think of something.
She's just trying to get her goat, Bones.
Katrina doesn't mean half of what she says.
I'd love to see the horse race. I've always admired Daredevil.
You can do what you want, Hilda. It's a free country.
I hope it wasn't a long ride from Yonkers, Mr. Ichabod Crane.
Oh my goodness, it's the new schoolmaster.
They say he's from Massachusetts.
So's the last one. And he didn't stay long.
Everyone knows why he didn't stay. You and your Sleepy Hollow boys blocked the schoolhouse chimney with blankets.
And smoke filled the classroom.
And the schoolmaster thought the schoolhouse was on fire and rang the fire bell.
That was a funny sight.
Especially when there weren't no fire.
You ought to be ashamed of yourselves. When will you ever grow up, Abraham?
Ah, Katrina. A pretty Dutch girl should never lose her temper.
We never lose our temper.
It's good that children should be learning their reading and writing.
And their numbers.
And their spelling.
And their geography.
What good is geography? No one in Sleepy Hollow ever strays 10 miles from this place.
You hear that, Greta, Hilda? He's proud of seeing so little of the world.
What's Katrina talking about, Bones?
How should I know? Women are always babbling foolishness.
Lumps. I'm sure the schoolmaster can tell you why geography's important, Bones.
What say you, Mr. Ichabod Crane?
Where is he?
Come on, man. What are you waiting for? No need to be shy, schoolmaster. You're surrounded by friends. Sleepy Hollow welcomes you. Say hello to the new schoolmaster, girls.
Hello, new schoolmaster.
What lovely rustic bells.
What's that you say?
He was complimenting us, Farmer Stuyvesant.
And he did it so nicely.
Didn't sound like a compliment to me.
You could learn a lot from new schoolmaster, Yost. You too, Bones.
Bones?
Name's Abraham Van Brunt. Brom for short. Because my limbs are so strong, everyone calls me Bones.
Brom Bones.
He can lift a cow over his head.
Why would he want to do that?
Best horseman in these parts.
Best judge of horse flesh.
No one buys a horse without asking Bones' opinion.
If the buyer doesn't, he's a fool.
Yeah, that is true enough. But I don't forget. If there's mischief in Sleepy Hollow, you can bet Bones is at the bottom of it. The town council feels the same way.
Why do I get blamed for everything?
Because you're usually guilty.
That's a good one, Yost.
You'll be paid 4 times a year as your contract stipulates. As for your meals, you'll go to a different farm each week.
A different farm each week? Isn't that a bit unusual?
You'll have no complaints about your meals, schoolmaster. Sleepy Hollow sets a good table.
Goose swimming in its own gravy.
Pigeon pie.
Juicy ham.
Savory sausages.
All the buckwheat cakes a man can swallow, well buttered and drowning in syrup.
Ginger cakes and peach pies.
Bowls of cream and milk.
Not to mention the preserved plums, peaches, and pears.
You say goose swimming in its own gravy, pigeon pie, juicy ham, savory sausages.
Shortcakes.
Ginger cakes.
Honey cake. Ooh.
Catch him, someone.
The schoolmaster's going to faint.
Are you all right, schoolmaster?
There's nothing the matter with him. He's as strong as a scarecrow.
He dropped his book. His story of New England witchcraft.
No, my good fellow. It's History of New England Witchcraft. It's written by my most favorite author, Cotton Mather. It's a book which I most firmly believe, and I recommend it to one and all. I can't imagine why I felt faint.
It must have been the coach ride from Yonkers.
Oh, yes, the goat ride from Yonkers. It was a long ride and quite dusty. When do I eat?
First, we'll show you where you'll be living. This is the Widow Van Dorn.
I know you'll find my house comfortable. I always have a good fire when the weather outside is cold, and you can have as many quilts on your bed as you wish.
So I'll be taking my meals with you tonight.
Oh, I don't cook much.
Oh.
You'll be filling your belly at the farm belonging to Mrs. Van Tassel and her daughter Katrina.
Katrina's a true beauty.
Why don't you invite me to dinner, Katrina?
That's because Katrina's got too much sense. Come along, one and all. We've got to get the schoolmaster settled in.
Don't be long, Katrina.
I won't, Mother. Tell me again about that goose swimming in its own gravy.
No sense hanging around here, Bones. Let's see if we can stir up a little fun.
You go along. I'll catch up with you later.
Why not come now?
You heard me. Later!
Oh, I understand. You don't have to hit me over the head with a hammer. I know when I'm not wanted. I intense like some. Not me. I catch on real quick.
Get out of here! It's not right the way you treat me, Katrina.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I am your boyfriend, aren't I?
I never said so. You take things for granted, Abraham.
We're going to get married one day, aren't we?
Are we?
You don't have another boyfriend, do you?
How could I? You scare away any boy who comes near. Do you think a boy will pay attention to me when he knows you're lurking somewhere close?
I saw the way the schoolmaster looked at you. He'd better be careful, otherwise I'll double him up and put him on a shelf in the schoolhouse.
You're just jealous. You don't know how to treat a girl.
Of course I do. I'll prove it to you. See, this is for you. A gift.
A gift? It's a dirty old coin.
This isn't just any dirty old coin. It's a special dirty old coin. See, it's a Hessian coin from the Revolutionary War. I scratched something on it. KVT. Katrina Van Tassel. That's you.
I know who I am.
BB. Brom Bones. That's me.
It just might as well be BB for Bumblebee. You'll have to excuse me now, Abraham.
Don't call me Abraham.
I wouldn't want the schoolmaster's first meal in Sleepy Hollow to be a poor one.
Women.
I won't say he's eating me out of house and home, but the schoolmaster does have a heavy appetite.
Bachelors usually do.
When he's at supper, his elbows are always moving, and his mouth seems a gateway to a bottomless pit.
Katrina enjoys his company. She says Ichabod Crane has brought a breath of culture and refinement to Sleepy Hollow.
The man's full of education, no doubt about that. When he's at supper, he's a babble of information. I've learned so many things I didn't know before, all about them ancient Greeks and Romans.
And he's so observant, doesn't miss a thing. Why, when he came to supper for the first night, he checked the pewter, the claw-footed chairs, the mahogany table, the old silver, the fancy china. He was most impressed. You would have thought he was planning an auction. And what a compliment he paid Katrina.
What did he say?
He said Katrina was lovelier than any claw-footed chair. Isn't that sweet?
I wouldn't mind having a scholar for a son-in-law, but my Hilda will marry a farmer, just like all the other girls in Sleepy Hollow.
I'm not so sure about my Katrina. She's always saying such odd things.
Such as?
A man with a healthy appetite is a man who'll make his mark. A schoolmaster today, a governor tomorrow.
Do you think it's wise for Katrina to speak like that?
And why not?
Brawn bones.
Katrina's not afraid of brawn bones.
I was thinking of the schoolmaster. He'll have good cause to worry if Brawn Bones hears Katrina thinks so highly of him.
Fiddle-faddle, Matilda Van Hudson. Fiddle-faddle.
I suppose. Can't waste time worrying about Katrina, Brawn Bones, and the schoolmaster. We have things to do in the village.
Yes, that is so.
Hurry along, children, don't dawdle. He who dawdles wastes time, and he who wastes time is of no use to good society. Do you understand?
No, schoolmaster.
No.
Yes, schoolmaster.
That's better. I won't tolerate ignorance. There's one thing worse than ignorance, and that's more ignorance. Do you understand?
No, schoolmaster.
No.
Yes, schoolmaster.
It's better. Let's see who's here today. Walter Van Twiller. William Van Twiller.
Present.
Martha Voss.
Present.
Johanna Van Trop.
Present.
Felix Gertsen.
Present.
Trudy Smith.
Present.
And Hendrik Van Voos.
Present.
Yes, yes. Can I help you with something?
I have come to school.
Aren't you but old?
My father says if I don't know my numbers better than I do, he'll kick me out of the house.
Stop it, children, stop it. I would abide with laughter in my classroom. Do you understand?
No, schoolmaster.
No.
Yes, schoolmaster.
It's better. What's your name, fellow?
His name is Yost. Yost Van Ripper.
Did I ask you, Martha?
No, schoolmaster.
And did I ask you, William?
No, schoolmaster.
Always remember, children, never answer unless you're asked. Do you understand?
Yes, schoolmaster.
Excellent. You're learning fast. Aren't you one of those Sleepy Hollow boys?
I won't cause any trouble, schoolmaster. All I want to do is learn my numbers.
Miss Down. Always remember, pupils, knowledge is a gift. A wondrous gift. Repeat that.
Always remember, pupils, knowledge is a gift. A wondrous gift. Repeat that.
I will not tolerate frivolity in my classroom.
Is a gift a wondrous gift? Repeat that.
You're a little slow, aren't you, Yost Van Ripper?
I can learn as fast as the next man.
Knowledge is not a race.
Knowledge is not a race.
William, what did I tell you?
Never answer unless you're asked. But you didn't ask me anything, schoolmaster.
Then you shouldn't have answered. The pupils of Sleepy Hollow are a vexing lot.
When are you going to teach me my numbers, schoolmaster?
That depends. Let me see how much you know. Stand up.
Okay.
I want you to recite your multiplication tables. But first, 9 times 9 is...
Don't you know?
Silence!
Yost is a dunderhead. Yost is a dun.
What are you calling Yost Van Ripper?
He doesn't know how much is 9 times 9. Everybody knows that.
If you know so much, Hendrik Van Voos, why don't you tell me the answer?
The answer is...
Now who's the dunderhead?
I knew the answer yesterday.
This ain't yesterday.
Dunderhead! Blockhead!
The next person who calls me a dunderhead or a blockhead will be sorry.
There'll be enough of that. For now, put on the dunce cap and sit there.
Not me.
Oh, then I'll have to tell your father. You won't learn because you won't behave.
What good are numbers anyway?
I'm a very conscientious man, children. I intend to nudge you along the flowery path of knowledge, no matter how inconvenient the journey may be for me. Do you understand?
No. Yes, schoolmaster.
I am only doing my duty by your parents. If at times I seem harsh, remember the golden maxim: spare the rod and spoil the child. Repeat that.
Spare the rod and spoil the child.
Schoolmaster.
What is it, Walter?
Question.
Well,
What's a maxim?
stupid young sir. Hold out your hand.
Do I have to?
Hold out your hand.
Ow!
63.
You may sit down, Walter. What's 63?
9 times 9 is 63.
No wonder you have to wear the dunce cap. What's the correct answer, Trudy?
47.
And tell the class the correct answer, Johanna.
Is it the same as 10 divided by 5?
And
Might as well get it over, schoolmaster. I don't know the answer either.
tomorrow we'll devote the entire day to numbers. Spare the rod and spoil the child.
We're certainly not spoiled.
Our lesson for today is on George Washington. Write that name into your slates.
Schoolmaster.
What is it, William?
Are there 3 T's in Washington, or are there 2?
72. The correct answer is 72. 9 times 9 is 72.
Schoolmaster doesn't know what he's saying.
I hope I'm not interrupting your work, Mr. Crane.
Interrupting my work. Oh, no, never. Recess!
But schoolmaster, it isn't time for recess yet. We don't have recess until after history.
I said recess.
Well, that's good enough for me.
Me too.
I'm afraid I haven't set the school routine.
Oh, nay, my country damsel, pray be seated.
Thank you.
To what do I owe the honor of this visit?
There's to be a sewing circle this evening at Miss Van Hudson's, and some of the ladies were wondering if you would join us.
I've no skill with thread and needle.
I didn't mean that. We all enjoy hearing your knowledge speak.
Oh, indeed. I suspect I'm the most knowledgeable man in these parts.
You're certainly a change from the local men. All they can talk about is the price of corn, and what's a good horse and what's not. Tell me you'll be there.
Will there be refreshments?
Roast beef and piccalilli.
Piccalilli? Piccalilli. I dote on Piccalilli. I'll be there.
I shall look forward to seeing you this evening.
And I shall look forward to seeing you, charming damsel.
Until tonight.
Until tonight. Toodaloo. Until tonight. What a catch, that Katrina Van Tassel. One day, she'll inherit that farm and, as her husband, I'll be entitled to sell everything. Obviously, she sees me as a man of considerable importance. All that rich farmland. Tonight, roast beef and piccalilli and beef.
Oh, schoolmaster, you say the funniest things.
Yeah, I do.
You certainly make Sleepy Hollow interesting.
Yeah, that is so.
Would you like to go back to the kitchen for more roast beef?
Nah.
More piccalilli?
No.
More buttermilk biscuits?
No.
More butter?
No.
More apple cider?
No.
More strudel?
Ooh, strudel.
That's the 3rd time the schoolmaster's gone back to the table.
4th.
He relishes the piccalilli relish.
I will say one thing for Sleepy Hollow: it has wonderful cooks.
Except for me. Even Brutus, my hog, won't eat what I cook.
I never learned to cook. I can hardly even turn an egg. Ow.
What's wrong, sister?
I jabbed myself with my knitting needle.
Bad luck for sure. That's what we say in Sleepy Hollow when the knitting needle goes wrong.
Nonsense.
Finger in your mouth and the bad luck goes away.
Wait until you hear the schoolmaster imitate Farmer Stuyvesant.
He's so clever. Show them, schoolmaster.
Oh, no. Someone might misunderstand.
Especially Farmer Stuyvesant.
He can be quite grumpy.
Quite grouchy.
Quite ill-tempered.
I was merely passing the time in a jovial fashion. I meant no harm.
Of course you didn't.
You never would.
You never could.
Ichabod Crane is courtesy itself.
Courtesy itself. Have you had enough to eat, schoolmaster?
I couldn't eat anything more.
It's plain you couldn't eat anything less.
Surely there's something more you...
Relish. Well, schoolmaster, are we done with the ancient Greeks and Romans?
You made them come alive, Ichabod. You're such a good storyteller.
I thought I might read a few lines from History of New England Witchcraft. It's written by my favorite author.
Cotton Mather.
My favorite author's no secret, I see.
Is his history full of ghosts and goblins?
Indeed it is, and I charge you not to scoff at such things.
We would never do that.
After all, our graveyard has its ghosts.
It does?
More than one.
More than one? My.
I hear it's haunted by the spirit of an old pirate.
That would be Captain Jordan. They say he sailed up the Hudson River to Sleepy Hollow and buried his gold somewhere close to the graveyard.
And was never able to find it again.
A pirate? My.
Then there's the woman in white and her 2 children. I've never seen her, but my grandmother swore she did.
A woman in white?
The woman in white and her children couldn't find their way home and froze in the snow. On some nights, you can hear their wails. Or so they say. But I imagine it's only the wind.
When I walk by that graveyard, I get the shivers. Even in the daytime, it's so dark and gloomy.
You have to walk that way to get to my house.
I wouldn't visit you at night.
Don't be silly, Aunt.
No, it's true. Place frightens me.
There's also an old Viking buried there. He appears from time to time.
Hey, you make it sound as if there's nothing in that graveyard but restless spirits. I must say, I had no idea Sleepy Hollow was this haunted. 1 or 2 ghosts in a small village are acceptable, but a whole army of spirits is quite another matter. I'm sure Cotton Mather would agree.
And we mustn't forget about the Headless Horseman.
Who?
The Headless Horseman!
He's the ghost of an old Hessian trooper. Lost his head in battle to a cannonball.
He comes from his grave by the church and rides hither and yon whenever he feels like it, searching.
What's he searching for?
His missing head, of course.
Head? Oh, my.
Old Farmer Brower met the horseman one night and had to get it behind him. And they galloped over hill and swamp.
Until they reached the covered bridge where the horseman suddenly turned into a skeleton.
And threw old Brower in the brook and sprang away over the treetops with a clap of thunder.
Oh, goodness.
I love telling ghost stories.
So do I.
Are you all right, Ichabod? You look quite green.
I must get my rest. Schoolmaster needs to sleep.
I thought for a moment you were scared of our local ghost stories.
Ichabod Crane, I'm scared of a ghost story. Never. Ladies, thank you for a charming evening.
Let me fix a plate. You can take it with you.
Thank you, but no. Good night, ladies.
I think those ghost stories did upset him.
Don't be foolish. He's a school teacher. You can't scare a school teacher with a ghost story.
Imagine Ichabod Crane turning down a plate of good Dutch cooking.
If you ask me, he's got a bellyache from all that piccalilli.
And the thunder rolls.
And the night is blackened.
Beware, beware, beware. When the owl hoots.
And the crow roots.
And the rain is cold and dark.
I don't feel well. You don't feel well at all. Must have been the piccalilli. Too sour. What's this? The graveyard. It looks different tonight. I wish they all told those ghost stories. I have to be in the mood for that sort of thing. Ghost stories and sour piccalilli do not mix.
15 grand on the dead man's chest. Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum. Where's my gold?
Oh, what's that? Someone speak. Crying. The one in white. No. I'm being childish.
We're lost in the snow. We can't find our way home.
It's indigestion. That's all it is. Indigestion.
Ichabod Crane.
I warn you, whoever you are, this is a trick. That's better. My imagination was running away with me. Good night's sleep's all I need.
Where's my gold, you poor excuse for a swashbuckling ape? I want my gold. My gold. Do you have my gold?
No, sir. But all the schoolmaster.
Liar.
Ichabod Crane told the lie. It's against his honest nature. Why did I eat that piccalilli?
I will have what belongs to me, thief. Wait.
You mean me?
You're the man who cast us in the snow.
You had a wagon and a horse.
We cried out for help, but you didn't answer. You left us to our wintry fate. Wicked, wicked Ichabod Crane.
It wasn't me. It couldn't have been me. I wasn't that man. I'm no one down.
Where's my gold?
Wicked, wicked Ichabod Crane.
I'm having a night, but that's it.
By the water's cool and clear, I curse
curse the one who dares disturb my rest. May twist and turn, turn and twist.
I curse you, Ichabod Crane. Be down for
Hey, spirits, pity! I didn't steal anyone's gold. I was not the man with the wagon, the horse. I meant to disturb no one's rest.
Liar! Liar!
Liar! Oh, it's the truth!
Doomed forever.
No, I don't wish to be doomed. You don't understand.
Beware, beware, beware. Beware the galloping hooves.
Beware the cries in the night.
when the headless horseman rides.
You'll probably die of fright! Of fright.
Please don't hurt me. Please don't hurt me. Ichabod! Ichabod, what's wrong? Katrina, is that really you?
Of course. Who did you think it was? What have you been doing out here? Yes?
I was seeing if those ghosts you told me about dared to meet me face to face.
Oh, Ichabod, you are brave, but those ghost stories are only legends. I'm surprised at you. You forgot your book.
Thank you, Katrina. That's very thoughtful of you.
I know how much it means to you. I told Mother it wouldn't be long. I better be getting back.
And I best be on my way.
Good night, Ichabod.
Good night, Katrina. Oh, Katrina. One day soon I'll propose in marriage. Oh, happy day.
Ichabod Crane! Think liar!
No man makes a fool of Brom Bones, especially a scarecrow like Ichabod Crane.
Greta says Katrina's only teasing you. She wants to make you jealous.
Brom Bones doesn't know what jealous means.
Oh, yes, he does.
What?
Don't get angry at me. It's the schoolmaster who's causing trouble. Him and his helmet is 9 times 9.
Yes, the schoolmaster. I could make Katrina jealous. That's it. I'll pretend to live eyes for Hilda or some other girl.
Katrina would see right through that in a minute.
You're right. She would.
She's smart, that Katrina. We got rid of the last schoolmaster with our pranks. We can do it again.
We can't smoke up the schoolroom again. Everyone would know who done it, especially Farmer Stuyvesant and the town council.
You'll think of something.
That I will. Brom Bones doesn't have a brain for nothing. Do you think the schoolmaster likes honey?
If he can eat it, he likes it.
I have just the thing.
What are you going to do?
You'll find out tomorrow.
Remember the town council.
Amen. Lovely, ladies, lovely. You're improving.
Thanks to you, schoolmaster.
We've never had a better choir master.
How true, how true.
I will admit, when it comes to hymnody and harmony, I do have a special gift.
Our last choir master wasn't inspiring at all.
He sang flat.
You are telling the truth, aren't you? We were in good voice tonight.
Excellent voice. However, I did detect a certain tightness in tone.
Oh.
Nothing serious, but we do want to be on our best come Sunday, don't we?
Yes.
Before we break up, I suggest one quick verse of our great patriotic song, Yankee Doodle, always limbers the vocal cords. Ready, ladies?
Ready, choir master.
Excellent.
Yankee Doodle, keep it up. Yankee Doodle dandy. Mind the music and the step, and with the girls be handy.
Such spirit, such enunciation, such articulation. Until Sunday, my songbirds.
I love it when he calls us songbirds.
Katrina?
Yes?
I wanted to tell you how charming you look this evening.
Thank you.
But you always look so charming, don't you?
Do I? It's sweet of you to say so.
How beautifully you chirp.
I try my best.
This week, I'll be coming to your farm for my meals.
That is so.
And I'll see you every night at supper.
That is also so.
To glance across the mashed potatoes and celery and find you there.
It is not the season for celery.
Mashed potatoes and cranberry sauce, then?
Yes, we always have cranberry sauce.
May I walk her to your farm? Such a lovely night. The stars have never been brighter, I dare say.
Who's walking Katrina home? It's me.
I'll decide who walks me home and who doesn't.
Maybe he brought a gang with him.
Katrina is my girl.
I belong to only myself, Abraham. How many times do I have to tell you that?
You heard the lady. Off with you, ruffian.
I'll fix you.
If you put one hand on Ichabod, I'll never speak to you again.
Katrina.
Go along now. Ichabod is walking me home.
I don't think so.
I mean what I say.
I won't forget this.
If you weren't here, Katrina, I would have taken on that fellow. Like this and that. Ichabod Crane knows all about boxing.
Ichabod?
Yes, Katrina?
I thought you were walking me home.
And so I am. I've been meaning to ask you, Katrina.
Yes?
How many acres are on your farm? Today?
Yes, schoolmaster.
Let's see who's here.
Walter Van Twiller, William Van Twiller, Marta Voss,
Johanna Van Schop,
Felix Gerritsen, Trudy Smith,
Hendrik Van Voos.
Where is he?
Who's schoolmaster?
That rogue, that Sleepy Hollow boy.
Oh, you mean Yost?
Yost Van Ripper, the Blockhead, the Dunderhead.
Somebody shouldn't stop it. I have to have a few words with Yost's father.
Yost doesn't know his numbers.
That's why he's supposed to be in school. A person who doesn't know their numbers won't amount to much. Stand up, Hendrik.
Yes, schoolmaster.
Tell the class how many pecks are on a bushel.
How many pecks are on a bushel?
You heard me.
Are the pecks from Vermont or New Hampshire?
Stupid answer.
What a stupid question.
Insolent boy, hold out your hand.
Oh, no, schoolmaster, not again.
Spare the rod and spoil the child. Stand up, Johanna.
You mean me, schoolmaster?
You're the only Johanna in the classroom. Stand up. Tell the class how many quarts are on a gallon.
Quarts in a gallon? Did you say quarts in a gallon?
You heard me.
I don't know.
At least that's an honest answer. You may sit down.
You mean if I said I didn't know how many pecks are in a bushel, I wouldn't have gotten smacked by the ruler?
I judge each question on its own merits.
But that's not fair, schoolmaster.
Life's not fair, children. If it were, I'd probably be the mayor of some great city. And there's 4 quarts in a gallon. Repeat that.
There are 4 quarts in a gallon.
Schoolmaster.
What is it, Walter?
May I be excused?
Why?
I have to sneeze. It's not polite to sneeze when others are in the room.
You can wait till you're home. Sneeze there.
I can't wait. Achoo!
Walter sneeze, Walter sneeze, achoo, achoo.
Shut up, children. You may sit down, Walter. What's that?
It's a beehive.
A beehive? A beehive? What's a beehive doing here?
Bees!
I don't like bees. Get away, get away. Oh!
A swarm of bees in May is worth a load of hay. A swarm of bees in June is worth a silver spoon. A swarm of bees in July is not worth a fly.
Evening, Widow Van Dorn.
Ah, Farmer Stuyvesant, how nice to see you.
Do I interrupt?
Of course not. You're always welcome in my house, you know that, even when you don't knock.
The door was open, wide open. You can't expect a man to knock on the wind.
True.
Is the schoolmaster at home?
Getting ready for the party at the Van Hudsons.
What's to get ready? They invite, you go.
He wants to look his best for the ladies.
Such a dandy. I would speak with him.
Ichabod!
Be right there.
He's such a nice young man.
Bones doesn't think so.
He wouldn't. He's never liked any schoolmaster.
Spare the rod, spoil the child.
Brom Bones is no child.
How do I look, Widow Van Dorn?
You look handsome, Ichabod.
I slicked my hair with eel skin oil to make it shine, and I slapped my face with vanilla extract. I'm quite the cavalier. Oh, Farmer Stuyvesant, the very man I was wishing to see.
Yes?
A gentleman of fashion should arrive at Van Hudson's party in style. May I borrow your horse and your saddle?
Horse? You mean old Gunpowder?
Mm-hmm.
She can barely see.
Well, I've eyes enough for 2.
She's not much to look at.
And she's thrown a shoe. You're welcome to take the saddle if you want it.
Well, I can't arrive with a saddle and no horse. She'll have to walk. I was so counting on with Gunpowder. Toodaloo!
I didn't get to tell him what I came to tell him.
Which is?
Them bees at the schoolhouse was no accident. It was Brom Bones. And I came to tell Ichabod Crane that the town council was planning to do something about it.
Ichabod's forgotten all about the bees. If Brom Bones was hoping to chase Ichabod out of Sleepy Hollow, his mischief won't work. Ichabod loves it here, and he's planning on staying. Told me that himself.
Then we still have a schoolmaster. That is good. I'll be on my way.
Thank you for a most enjoyable dance, Miss Katrina.
It was my pleasure, Ichabod.
You're a wonderful dancer, schoolmaster, choir master.
I dare say I am. No man is my match when it comes to the minute, and I'm no lump at country dances either. I even concocted a little dance. I call it the grasshopper.
The grasshopper?
I got the idea one day watching grasshoppers hop about in the schoolyard. Hop here, hop there. One can learn much from the grasshopper and the ant.
Oh, please show us.
Yes! Well, since you insist. That's more elaborate dance. Once a dancer masters the basic step, they can move on to more elaborate moves. And I wouldn't be surprised if my little dance would make Sleepy Hollow famous. Viva the grasshopper, as the Spaniards say.
It looks easy enough.
What do you say? Want to give it a try?
Yeah.
Follow the tempo. Jump, back straight. Right foot, hop, hop. Left foot, hop, hop. Back, hop, forward, hop, clap, clap. Elbows, elbows. Keep trying. Practice makes perfect.
What kind of dance is that supposed to be?
It's called the grasshopper.
The grasshopper?
Isn't it fun?
The schoolmaster created it.
I'm not surprised.
A dancer can't learn it overnight.
That don't surprise me either.
You're late, Bones. Where have you been?
I barely escaped with my life.
What are you talking about, Abraham?
Bones has probably been up to some mischief.
We all heard about the bees.
If you call the Headless Horseman mischief, then I guess I was up to mischief.
The Headless Horseman?
There's going to be a storm, a bad one.
You saw the Headless Horseman?
I not only saw him, I met him. I was riding back from Tappan Zee. I knew I was late for the party, so I nudged Daredevil, and he started to gallop. He could smell the storm coming, and his nostrils went wide. But it wasn't the storm he was smelling. It was the Headless Horseman! There he was, right in front of me, huge, misshapen, towering. He offered to race me for a cup of punch.
A cup of punch?
How could he speak without a head?
He had a head, all right. It was stuck on the pommel of his saddle.
I think I'm going to faint.
I would have won the race. Daredevil was sure to beat the goblin horse. But as we came to the church bridge, the Hessian bolted and vanished in a flash of light. I'm lucky to be alive.
Come and eat. Everything's been set out. The table is groaning. Come and enjoy.
I'd better type.
Katrina?
Yes, Ichabod?
You didn't believe that story, did you?
Bones likes to play games, but it's a story I've heard many times in Sleepy Hollow.
I have something to ask you, Katrina.
About the acreage on the farm?
I'm not interested in acreage.
What then?
How I longed to run my fingers through your gold.
Gold?
Your golden hair, I mean.
My hair's not golden.
Oh, promise me.
Promise you what, Ichabod?
Need you ask? Marry me, Katrina, marry me.
Marry you?
Make me the happiest of mortals.
Ichabod, you're making a fool of yourself. Get up.
I kiss your dainty paw.
Oh!
Katrina, my Katrina, there's no need to be shy.
Your Katrina? Katrina is my Katrina. Understand? Do you understand?
Wait till Katrina hears about this.
You'll tell Katrina nothing, because if you do, you'll regret it. You will leave now.
But I haven't eaten it. There's going to be a suckling pig with that one in its mouth.
I'll count to 7. 1.
This isn't civilized behavior.
2.
Can we discuss like gentlemen?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Thunder roll, and the night in blackness catch.
Beware, beware, beware.
When the owl hoots.
And the crow roots.
And the rain is cold and dark.
Beware, beware, beware.
Beware the owl turns.
Beware the size of the night.
When the headless horseman rides,
You'll probably die of fright.
Women, who can understand their wiles? Could Katrina have been using me to taunt from parents? Heaven only knows, not I. Perhaps I spoke up too soon and frightened away the poor girl. Oh, yes, that's it. I spoke up much too soon. I was much too bold. I must be more patient.
Ichabod Crane!
What's that?
Ichabod Crane!
I'm in the graveyard. I must be hearing things. It's not been a successful evening. The sooner I'm snug under my warm quilts, the better. It's him! It's him, the headless horseman! It's him!
Ichabod Crane! This is for you!
We are dealing with strange happenings here in Sleepy Hollow, right?
Right. There's none that would deny it.
Things like this don't happen in Rhode Island.
Where could he have gone? All his clothes were hung on hooks and his book by Cotton Mathers on the table.
It is a mystery.
Don't forget about the way he disappeared from the party.
There 1 minute, gone the next. Not even so much as the words goodbye. So unlike the new schoolmaster.
Hey, we found this in the field beside the graveyard.
It smells like vanilla extract. It feels good one. Then sweat.
That's Ichabod's neck piece.
For sure. And this. It looks like some dirty old coin.
It's a dirty old Hessian coin.
Hessian?
It's got some scratch marks on it.
I bet you it belonged to the headless horseman.
I reckon I don't know what happened, but I somehow feel this pumpkin had something to do with it.
Katrina and Brom Bones were married later that summer. As for Ichabod Crane, he was never seen again. Most people believe the headless horseman got him.
Do you?